What's up, everybody? This is Erica from the Classic Climb blog. I know many of you are going out clubbing tonight. You're getting ready for the Super Bowl tomorrow. You're making chips and dip. You're doing your good stuff. And hey, I salute you. That's great. But I've recently done a few coaching calls. I've done a few with another person. And I think people think I don't like wholesaling. That is not true. I actually love wholesaling, but what I don't love is everyone selling the ideal that you can do anything with no money down, everything zero money. You can start with nothing in your pocket and just be out there on the streets selling everything. And here's the truth. Everything requires money. There's just nothing in this world that doesn't require money. And they're not saying they're lying to you. That's by no means am I saying that. But what I am saying is be honest with yourself. How do people get leads? They make bandit signs. How much do bandit signs cost? 100 bandit signs runs you almost $100, you know? And that's what stuff, some printed on them, some with not. The key is having a system. And that's what a lot of people don't tell you. Is having a system where you have, 200 buyers on your right-hand side, people you can call, email, dial up, hey, I've got a deal, and 200 people on your left-hand side who are motivated to sell. Of it, working together in unison where you're selling deals, you're not holding properties long, you're not stuck with deals you don't want, you're not having to pull out of your own pocket money to pay for expenses because you're stuck with the deal or you have to pay people. The key is knowing that up front. If you talk to any major people, Daniel Wahy, Nasir, several people here on YouTube and on Facebook, they spend an average of $200 to $2,000 a month minimum every single month without fail. They don't spend money just for the start of the year and then, oh, it's just word of mouth from there. It is continuously an investment business where you're investing in getting leads, whether it's bandit signs, direct mail. There's a guy, Devin sells houses or buys houses in Nashville. And the guy's 23 years old and he did like 62 deals in 18 months. But the key is he had two older adults to his left and his right who were giving him $4,000 a month in mailing. Have you made people you could mail at $4,000 a month? A lot. And he never quits mailing them. They never come off his list. He keeps mailing them. He's been mailing them for 2 years. Who do you think they're going to recommend to friends? Who do you think they're going to recommend or call if something goes wrong? This kid who's been mailing them for 2 years. Now, on the other flip side of that, he knows several developers. He knows several contractors. He knows several big name people who do big things in Nashville. Why? Because he did what I talked about in my earlier video. How do you blow up in a year? You go find 200 people who are doing what you want to do, 200 people who are the biggest name in your city, in your town, or the next city you're trying to go to, and you go work for them or you go work with them. So look, I don't dislike wholesaling. I dislike the ideal that I'm going to get something for nothing. It's a cheap mindset, and it robs you of having a healthy business, and it robs the growth potential, right? Because when you speak to people who are true wholesalers, true investors, they're going to feel that on you when they talk to you that, oh, I'm broke. I got to sell this deal. I'm so desperate. That instead of giving you $5,000 or $10,000 and really having a deal for you and them, they're like, yeah, I'm going to give you $2,000. Here's $1,000. Get out of here. Right? You know what I mean? Or you're forcing deals that aren't really deals. So I just had to share that with you guys because I think a lot of you, I've had like 5 people say, Erica, you hate wholesaling. I don't hate wholesaling. I think wholesaling is a great way to start. But at the end, what is your overarching goal? Is your company going to just get leads every single month and then you decide what to do with them, where you send them to other people or you have a list of people to work with? Now, that whole point of me yesterday talking about getting 200 people, right now, if you grab a sheet of paper, this is for you guys to do at home, grab a sheet of paper and write out 100 people. A majority of people you're going to know are going to be family. And I'm just being honest, like this, I've read several books on this. The 100 people you're going to know are your family members and where you work at work. They're not a bunch of business owners. I'm just guessing, just as a guess. They're not a bunch of business owners. They're not a bunch of real estate investors. They are a bunch of working a job or family members. So you have to pretty much immerse yourself for a year or 2 years with people who are doing what you want. Building homes, flipping homes, investing, because the closer you get to them, all of a sudden the tactics they're using, you start using. The push they're getting, you start pushing. It's a book called The One Thing by Gail Carrot, and there's a triangle. And at the bottom of the triangle is productivity. You only push yourself to your level of expectation. But you start getting around more people, and every person you add to your space, pushes you further up that triangle to performance, to outstanding performance, to more productivity and better sales and better revenue. So look, that's all I had to say tonight. I like wholesaling. I like wholesaling as a way to develop your company, but only if you're like, Erica, the next 6 months of the year, I'm going to be the name in my town. I'm going to be Erica buys houses everywhere. Erica buys land. Erica buys whatever, right? You know, and I'm getting 2 to 3 calls a day. I'm doing 2 to 3 deals a month. Now, not everybody's going to start that big, but when I say 2 to 3 deals a month, you have, you know, several people's houses you're looking at. You got several contracts, moving parts. And in order for you to be that level, it's not just going to be part-time. It's going to be a full-time business. A lot of people, when they get into wholesaling, they love it, but then they realize quickly within 6 months to a year, they have to either be full-time or don't pursue it full-time, because it's like an in thing. You're in there or you're not. So everybody, this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Dude, enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoy your weekend. Grab a sheet of paper, but I honestly want you guys to do this task tonight. Grab a sheet of paper, write out 100 names you know, and write on the right side of the paper 100 people you want to know, whether that's YouTube, that's in your town, that's people that are accessible to you, or you think are big names. Seriously. And on another sheet of paper, I want you to write 20 ideals in general for how you can grow your business. Whatever business it be. You watch this channel, it could be real estate, it could be online, 20 ideals. So look, you guys, this is Erica. If you want to talk to me, consults are always links at the bottom. Again, when you guys get consults with me, please have your phones ready. Please check your voicemails, and please answer your emails promptly. You guys, it's Erica, Classy Climb Blog. Have a great day.